across. Oh, they are cooking. Here, France with the finish. Monte around Nowitzki. Oh, what a finish! What a finish!
If you like subplots, the opening round series between the Golden State Warriors and Dallas Mavericks is chock full of them. The Warriors head coach Don Nelson is back in Big D Sunday to lead his new team against the one he built and is coached by his protege, Avery Johnson. The Mavericks, who posted a 67-15 record, went 0 for 3 against the Warriors in the regular season. And if that wasn't enough, it will all play out under the watchful eye of Mark Cuban, who probably can't have it all end soon enough. Is this setting a blessing or a curse for the defending Western Conference champs, who are still trying to get the taste of their mouths out of losing last year?
Yeah, well, you know, I prefer blessings over curses any day, and I really believe this is going to be a blessing for the Dallas Mavericks, because I remember in '97, we lost to the Charlotte Hornets 3 times, but in the playoffs, we came back and swept them. I just think there's a different intensity, a heightened level of preparation for the playoffs, and you know how hard it is to win 67 games. Right. You know, the matchups that they will have will be great. It'll be a fun series to watch. But over a 7-game series, you can't win the way the Warriors play with Al Harrington and those guys, because it's too much of a mismatch, you know, for the Dallas Mavericks the way they play. And they're a strong defensive team as well. So over a 7-game series, the Mavericks will win this.
Yeah, that's the difference. The Mavericks now play defense as well. Now, how much has Nelly's intimate knowledge of how the Mavericks were built in general and defending Dirk Nowitzki specifically played into the outcome of their 3 meetings this year?
Well, it played a big role, and Don Nelson, he drafted Dirk Nowitzki. He saw what type of special player he was, so he knows his strength as well as his weakness. And what Don Nelson has in his favor is his matchups. He likes to play small ball. He allows defenders to get up into Dirk Nowitzki. And let's take a look at the tape to see how the Golden State Warriors are very successful against the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks are a very good basketball team. But when you look at the Golden State Warriors, they present a problem because of their athleticism and ability to switch pick and roll. You see Baron Davis switch on to a 7-footer Dirk Nowitzki at the high post area, causing him to put the ball on the floor. Now all the Golden State Warriors are now in help mode. Dampier is getting boxed out, so he's ineffective on the boards. Now the Golden State Warriors do what they do best, push the ball up court and score in the fast break. Now here we have play number 2 and how Golden State Warriors. Jason Terry calls for pick and roll. Dirk Nowitzki denies it. Matt Barnes does an excellent job of forcing Dirk Nowitzki to the help defender. Jason Richardson steps up and swarms Dirk Nowitzki, making him pick up the basketball and forcing him into a bad shot. The Golden State Warriors are now in transition. Now look on the offensive end with Baron Davis. In regular offense, this would be a pick and roll, but for Baron, it's a post-up. Harris and all the defensive players of the Dallas Mavericks are now forced to collapse. Baron Davis kicks it out to Jason Richardson for the long 3-point shot. This is how the Golden State Warriors can be effective against the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, both you guys have first-hand knowledge of an 8 seed taking down a number 1. It's only happened twice, and one of those times was in 1999 when your New York Knicks took down your Miami Heat. Yeah. Remember that? You guys do remember it?
I remember that. But I also went to University of Kentucky, went to Tennessee, so I got bragging rights.
You can brag all you want.
Yeah, you can brag all you want. I just remember that playoff series.
So could we see it happen again?
I don't think we can see that happen again. You know, like Mash said, I mean, the mismatches that, you know, the Mavericks will cause will just be too tremendous. It's too tough. You know, they have depth, they have size, and they have defensive intensity, and then they have ultimately a preparation level for the playoffs and experience. They're hungry, so I don't see that happening this time.
Well, I think there's a possibility. I mean, when you look at the Golden State Warriors, they present matchup problems for the Dallas Mavericks. They like to play up-tempo style of play like the Phoenix Suns, and also they have toughness from that trade with Indiana with Al Harrington and also Steven Jackson. So it's a possibility that it can happen, but it's unlikely. I think the Dallas Mavericks, they have that taste in their mouth that they want to win a championship, and they're primed and ready to go.
Starting last week, Golden State said it was an 8-game series against Dallas. They won game number 1.
Yeah.
But that doesn't count for the playoffs. It bears repeating that of the 11 teams that have won at least 65 games in regular season, 10 have gone on to win the NBA title.